In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to process orders in WooCommerce. If you're running an online store using WooCommerce, knowing how to effectively manage your orders is one of the most important skills you'll need to ensure smooth operations. Whether you're processing payments, checking customer details, or updating order statuses, having a clear workflow can save you time and help you stay organized. So let's dive in and walk through the process. Step by step, by the end of this tutorial, you'll have all the tools you need to efficiently manage your WooCommerce orders. Let's get started. First, you'll want to navigate to the WooCommerce section in your WordPress dashboard. Once you're there, click on Orders. This is where you'll find all the orders placed on your store. Think of this page as your central hub for managing everything order-related. It might look a little overwhelming at first, but don't worry, we'll break it all down. Now, one of the most useful features here is the filtering options. These allow you to sort through your orders based on specific criteria like the order date, the customer's username, or even their email address. Simply select the criteria you want to use, click Filter, and you'll get a more focused list of orders to work with. This is super handy when you're trying to track down a specific order or check on purchases from a particular customer. Next, take a look at the first column, which shows the order statuses. You'll notice various icons here, and if you hover over them, you'll see what each one means. For example, pending payment means the order has been received, but the payment hasn't gone through yet. Failed indicates that the payment was either declined or didn't process successfully. You'll also see statuses like processing, which means the payment has been received and the stock reduced, but the order still needs to be fulfilled. There's also completed, which means the order is fully processed and no further action is needed. Other statuses you might encounter include on hold, canceled, and refunded. Familiarizing yourself with these statuses is essential for understanding where an order stands in your workflow. From there, move to the order details column here. You'll find the order number, the customer's name, and their email address. This is great for quickly identifying who placed the order. You'll also see the number of items purchased, the shipping address, and the shipping method, all in their respective columns. Be sure to double-check these details, especially the shipping address, to avoid any fulfillment errors. Another important area to check is the columns for customer messages and order notes. These can contain special instructions, additional requests from the customer, or important updates. Keeping an eye on these ensures you don't miss anything critical. You'll also want to pay attention to the order date, the total amount spent, and the payment method used. These details can be found in the same row as the order. If you need to take action on an order, you'll notice an action button nearby. This allows you to process, complete, or view the order with just one click. To dive deeper into any specific order, simply click the order number, the edit link, or the view button. This will take you to a detailed page where you can review all the order information at the top. You'll see the order date, a drop-down menu to update the status, customer information, and links to view other orders from the same customer. On this page, you'll also find the billing and shipping details. Make sure these addresses are accurate, as they're critical for ensuring the correct delivery of the order. Below that, you'll see the product section, which lists the items purchased along with their cost, quantity, any applicable taxes, and the shipping method. If the order status is pending payment, on hold, or failed, you can use this section to make adjustments. You can delete product lines, update stock quantities, or add items, taxes, fees, or shipping costs. For orders involving downloadable products, you can manage permissions here as well. You have the option to add or remove downloadable product permissions as needed, which can be a lifesaver for resolving customer issues quickly. Don't forget about the Order Actions section in the sidebar. This is where you can resend order emails, regenerate download permissions, or save any changes you've made by clicking Save Order. It's a small but powerful tool for keeping the order process running smoothly. Lastly, take advantage of the Order Notes section in the sidebar. You can use the Add Note field to type a message, whether it's a private note for store managers or a customer note that gets sent directly to the buyer. Once you've written the note, choose the appropriate option and click Add to save it. And that's it. You now have a complete walkthrough for processing orders in WooCommerce. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.